What could the Adepts of Mars have possibly gotten up to that would have drawn the attention of the Emperor's Golden Protectors? Have the Mechanicum dug too deep and discovered what they should not? Is there a secret so important that the Custodies themselves have been sent to protect it? Find out next in this 40K in 40 minutes, Mechanicus versus Custodes. Greetings 40K fans, JT the Voice here, and boy howdy have we got a live one! It's double Adeptus Day today as Tak and his Adeptus Mechanicus takes on Nick and his Adeptus Custodes in an all-Imperium battle. Will Nick and the 10,000 stop the Admech from discovering their goal, or will Tak's Cult Mechanicus uncover the secret that Custodes seek to protect? I can't wait to find out!
Nothing gets in the way of the Adeptus Mechanicus and their pursuit of knowledge. Not even the Golden Host.
It's a good day in the studio because I get to play my Custodes again. The Emperor's Justice. Custodies are always fun to play because they're an army of superheroes. Every single one is super powerful, and as we've seen in previous games, all I need is a single Custodian to win the game. I'm using the Solar Spearhead detachment again because I really want to try a heavy Dreadnought army again, this time at a full 2,000 points. 3 of the Venerable Dreadnoughts brought a unit of bikes to be able to move up fast, 2 units of Custodian Guard with each of them having a Blade Champion. It's been a while since I've faced Tak's Admech. They have a bunch of different guns that I just can't tell what they do.
So the Adeptus Mechanics are really good normally at taking out vehicles, and Nick is taking a vehicle detachment. Today, I'm playing Haloscreed Battle Clade. I'm really excited because I think this is a really good detachment. The linchpin of the Adeptus Mechanicus is in its Kataphraktoi destroyers and breachers. They can reroll their hazardous tests, so they're going to be hazardous all the time. I've got a Sidonian Scatros, Tiny Tak. Not only was it named by a special character tier, it was built and painted by a special character tier. I've got a Tech Priest Dominus leading a 10-man Electro Priest squad. I don't understand why the Custodians want to get in our business, but we're here to silence them so they can't report back to Terra.
For the Emperor!
Today's mission is Linchpin. Starting turn 2, objectives are going to be worth 3 points each to each player. However, should they hold their home objective, then objectives not in their deployment zone will be worth 5 to a maximum of 15 per turn and 50 for the game. Our secondary mission is Raise Banners, so battle line units ending their turn on an objective will score an extra point towards secondary once per objective.
Here we go, Tak.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I've got a Ball of Death. You have also a red Ball of Death. I've brought the Solar Spearhead detachment, which is buffs to Dreadnoughts and vehicles. Also, all my Venerable Dreadnoughts get back up on a 2-up, so
this is a very good test because Admech are very good at anti-vehicle, but I have to kill your vehicles twice over.
yeah, I essentially have 8 Dreadnoughts, even though I only brought 5. So in my list, unit of Vigilators holding my home field. Got a unit of my Prosecutors over here. They are OC2. So I put them over here to be able to jump on that objective. One last unit of Sisters of Silence, that is the Witchseekers, they're Flamers. 2 unit of Custodian Guards right here, right beside each other with a Blade Champion each. That will allow them to advance and charge once per game on one of them, which is our special named character here, Alexander, allows the Dreadnoughts and bikes to fall back and still shoot. Allarus Terminators with an Allarus Terminator shield captain, Levi the Unbroken.
Next, put his Achillus and Galatus Dreadnoughts in reserve.
Now, Dreadnoughts are slow, so I'm gonna need to rapid ingress these guys and try to charge the back lines. I'll admit, I've been very aggressive with this deployment.
So I'm also kind of out in the open with 3 of my key units, hoping again to go first, which is not typically my playstyle. In my list, I've got the Cybernetica Datasmith with the Transoracular Dyad Wafer.
The Admech names are so tough.
So that's a squad of 4 Castellan robots. So they're really beefy. Tech Priest Manipulus with the Cognitive Reinforcement Enhancement leading 6 Breachers. These are the arc rifles, so they're super scary. The other Tech Priest Manipulus gives an extra 6-inch range on their ranged weapons. Scatros, Tiny Tak, score me some points. Only a 3-man squad of Breachers back here. Squad of the Rangers, they're gonna sticky that a home objective for me. Then I've got some Vanguard over here. Another squad of Destroyers.
Tak's got both his Taraxi Skystalkers and Sterilizers in reserve as well.
They don't have a lot of killing punch, but I'm hoping that they land and get me some points.
There's nothing more 40K than the Admech. Like to be honest, if you're gonna hold up one thing, say, this is what 40K is all about, the Admech are like.
This is a Grimdark.
Nick has taken a very aggressive deployment. He really seems to be banking on going first. Not surprising considering his Venerable Contemptor Dreads, even if destroyed, will stand back up on a roll of a 2-up or better. So he can risk a bit of shooting in order to get position early. Tak has layered a castle pretty well here and really made it risky for Nick to run at him while willy-nilly. As always, it'll come down to dice and fate. However, it looks potentially bloody. This episode is brought to you by Baron of Dice. We all love our Baron of Dice dice, and they make the best hand-swirled resin dice in the business. They've got logos of almost any possible faction you can imagine. In fact, you can even custom design your own. Baron of Dice is more than just dice. Not only do they have dice-related products like dice bags, tins, and trays, they have so much more. They have game mats, objective markers, stickers, they even have army cases and terrain. If you're looking for any of these products and more, look no further than Baron of Dice. Make sure to check out the link in the description below or go to baronofdice.com and use code PLAYON to save yourself a couple of bucks.
I've gotten a bunch of dice from Baron of Dice with a golden eagle on that, and I think that is very appropriate for my army.
I am playing with a cog with a skull.
This is a really interesting matchup. If Nick can weather the firepower, close the gap, and get into Tak's lines, Tak's army could very easily fold like Superman on laundry day. That said, if Tak can successfully get 2 or even 3 turns of shooting with his Kataphraktoi breachers and destroyers, I don't think that even Auramite and the Emperor's Aegis will protect the Custodies.
And let's see who's going first. All of my eggs in one basket. I'm going first, and I better be going first. I really want to go first.
So do I. 4.
Oh! No, it's a 2! Oh no! Tak's going first. I'm gonna pay for it now. And we'll see how many dreadnoughts I lose. Well, good game, Tak.
Oh, let's have a good game.
No scouting happening. We are fully ready and ready to kill each other.
All right, so at the start of the battle round,
Tak is choosing the Protector Imperative. He's going to get heavy on all of his weapons.
which is incredibly important for Admech because I'm normally hitting on 4s. And my first secondary is
He's pulled Secure No Man's Land and Overwhelming Force.
I need to move and I need to move fast.
His New Sphere Transference here, Electromotive Energization. He's going to get an extra 2 inches of move on his Haloscreed units.
They already have the Nospheric Transference because of the Transoracular Dyad Wafer.
That was a lot of words.
Yep, so they immediately get the +2 to my move.
We do have 1 command point each in the command phase.
I'm going to sticky my home objective with the Rangers.
That means he can move off it and not lose control unless Nick comes and gets it.
And then we go into movement.
Tiny Tak, the Scatros can't quite advance far enough to secure that top left objective.
14 inches just in the corner there.
Ooh, the Castilian robots, however, advance enough. That bottom right is now Tak's.
And that way they have flamers all trained on anything that comes close. So Electro Priests are going to advance. Now these guys have a 5-up invuln and a 4-up field no pain.
Breachers stay put, and the Destroyers do so as well. That is going to be big. It's going to allow him to benefit from heavy, giving him +1 to hit. More shuffling about here. He's got some shots into Nick's most forward units. Is it enough to take him down?
Vanguard are just going to move up. They're going to move into the hole that was left by the Electro Priests. That is it for movement.
So you predict 2 dreadnoughts dead?
I do predict that I can probably tear down 2 dreadnoughts.
Destroyers into the autocannon dreadnought here in the open.
Shooting phase now, 24 shots with lethals on 5s from targeting override for a command point. Wow!
Oh, that's a lot of lethal.
14 saves needed.
I think it's a very dead dreadnought. I'm saving on 5s. They do 2 damage apiece. I have 10 wounds, so I can fail 4 of them.
I've seen you pull this off.
I haven't seen myself pull this off. No, he's dead. He is going to possibly come back at the end of the phase on a 2-up. He's on a rest.
Because he comes back up where he was or as close to where he was. I owe you 6 hazardous tests with the destroyers.
6 hazardous checks, all of them pass. Gotta love the enhancement letting them re-roll that too. Ooh, the second Contemptor is down by the Breachers.
Oh no.
Brother, join me looking at the clouds. Oh look, that one looks like a bunny. So that was a casual 320 points, 40 points.
That comeback.
I fully admit, I went a very aggressive and very risky. If I didn't go first, I was in trouble.
3-man destroyers from downtown on the third Contemptor. Oh, Nick finally makes some saves. Breachers on the left side, now with the torsion cannons, managed to put 2 damage onto a biker.
Soften them up.
Yep.
End of the shooting phase.
All right, so now these brothers that are taking a nap and the dreadnoughts are just looking up the sky and they say, well, time to get back at it. And on a 2-up, they're gonna come back to life, D6 wounds remaining.
First Contemptor with assault cannon stands back up with 4 wounds. Second Contemptor with melta cannon is also up. He's on 3.
as my Dreadnoughts get damaged, they actually get better to hit and better to wound. Although they did lose a little bit of OC.
And attack's turn, Nick picks up his Allarus Terminators. They're going to come back on from reserve. Attack has secured no man's land for 2, discarded Overwhelming Force, gives him another command point, so he's back up to 1. Only 3 points scored for him as we head into Nick's turn 1.
All right, we go into bottom of round 1. I got a command point going up to 2.
And I go to 2 as well.
And then I'm gonna drop my objectives.
Nick's drawn Overwhelming Force and secure no man's land. Are you serious? They've pulled the same secondaries. Battle Shocks, the Assault Cannon Dreadnought is Battle Shock. That's not good.
It doesn't matter, I'm okay. Let's do it. Into the moon phase. Might be the turn. I could risk it all because I can advance a charge with these guys. So I think it's the time to do it. I'm gonna try and just go full send it.
Contemptor Dreadnought with Assault Cannon moves up to close on those Castellan robots. His Melta buddy is also closing in.
A little bit more flavor from these robots. Now, when you shoot them, if I score a save roll of a 6, I bounce a mortal wound back at you. That's kind of fun.
Prosecutors advance to try to take that objective away from TAC. Vigilators spreading to defend Nick's home objective. The Witchseekers have advanced a whole inch, looking to give another layer of protection. Alexander the Great, the Blade Champion, with his Custodian Guard Squad, advanced to within a 7-inch charge range. However, he needs to be mindful of Overwatch, so he sacrificed some direction, still to have a 7-inch charge. The second Custodian Guard and Blade Champion get a big 4 on their advance. He may only have 1 unit able to charge here because of positioning.
So I have no Overwatch potential there.
Then we're gonna take the bikes.
Vertus Praetors bikes advance, Destroyers choosing to Overwatch on 5s thanks to Sentinel directives, and he puts 8 wounds on the bikes. 1 wound on 1 bike remaining, wow. And those flamers are gonna kill the bike.
No! I knew that Overwatch was coming, and there was no way to really not take it, so I just kind of had to grin and bear it somewhere.
But I do owe you 6 hazardous tests.
Oh, hazardous, one of them fails, but the enhancement he has lets him re-roll it. It's all good.
And no more bikes. That is a huge scoring piece that I don't need to worry about anymore.
So we're actually gonna go next with this Dreadnought.
Relentless Persecution being used for a command point here for Nick. Let that Venerable Contemptor Dreadnought still charge. He's 8 inches away from the Kataphraktoi Destroyers. Allarus Terminator's Deep Strike back into the middle of the board.
The only other place to put is right here in the open. There's no place to put them and take an objective and not be in the open. Well, time to do some shooting. Let's start it off with the Terminators.
Terminators now shooting the Kataphraktoi Breachers. No dead models.
What just happened? What just happened?
We shoot, you stab.
Contemptor now only 1 Melta wound, kills a Breacher. That's it.
So Guardians right here are gonna fire everything you've got into these Destroyers down here.
I take 2 damage. Does he die? He does not. He has 1 wound left.
Because I don't think we get another opportunity of it, I'm just gonna shoot their second shot right now. Because once per game, they can just shoot again. Same thing, here we go. And it becomes, ooh, 3 wounds there for you. Nothing.
Second squad kills a model and tries the double tap. Also nothing.
We're not a shooting army. This is my outlet for close combat. If you notice, all the other armies I have are all about shooting. Well, that was the end of my shooting phase. It was eventful and adventurous and arduous. It was great alliteration.
You get an A for effort.
I get an A for effort. Applause. Now for some advantageous, awesome, there's no A word for accelerated close combat. Sure.
Charge face now, here we go.
We're gonna start with this Dreadnought because that's the only one that really matters for the reroll. So it's a 7-inch charge because I get +1 to the charge, and I have a dice for reroll if I need it. Into Destroyers, here we go! I was hoping to tank shock, but instead I will reroll. Come on guys, just need a 7. Come on! 4, 5, 6, 7!
He's in.
Assault Cannon Dreadnought, trying to charge. I need a 4 to get clear so the other Dreadnought can get in. Oh yeah, 9 inches, get him in there. And then the next Dreadnought charges in with a 3. Oh, +1 to a charge. Boom.
So both Dreadnoughts are in.
Now the big decision here, how I do this charge. Custodian Guard with Blade Champion is gonna declare to use their once per battle ability to advance and charge. I need a minimum of 6 to get into combat with a reroll. 10. Ooh, okay. All right, how can I do this properly? Yeah, we'll fight through the wall.
And he has blocked out the other squad. There's just no way around it.
It's not worth burning their once per game ability, so they're gonna stay put.
The Allarus attempting the 9-inch charge into the Electro Priests as well, and they fail.
They're on the objective, they're just staying put. That is my charges. let's fight. So let's go with this fully healthy Dreadnought.
Fight phase now. Defend the Divine Work on his Kataphraktoi destroyers. They're gonna get a 4-up invulnerable save this phase. Protector Imperative makes his units -1 to be hit.
That's really good.
Nick's using Daktari stance for sustained hits.
So here we go, 5 dice. Brah! No sustained hits, and because of your stupid ability, I miss almost all of them. But it does wound at -2, 3 damage apiece.
Only 1 dead.
He killed 1! Vengeance! Very disappointing. Let's go with this guard unit next.
The Electro Priests are -1 to be hit and to be wounded.
Because they're 6 inches from a battle line unit, and because there's a character leading them.
Daktari stance again for sustained hits. Oh, squad down anyway. Character still alive.
They didn't even get to fight.
Contemptor Dreadnought now.
Now, we are damaged. We're gonna reroll 1s to hit and reroll 1s to wound.
1 dead Castellan robot and 1 wounded.
Deadly Demise.
It explodes!
And the mortal wounds splash about.
A mortal wound to the Vigilators. It'll do a mortal wound to both Dreadnoughts and 1 mortal wound to yours.
I go down to 3 wounds.
Vigilators, however, do have a 3+ feel no pain against mortal wounds, which fails, and 1 goes down. Melted Dreadnought goes down to 2 wounds, the Assault Cannon Dreadnought goes down to 3 wounds.
Let's do that again.
Then the next Dreadnought tries to do the same thing.
Command reroll to save his second Castellan. Save! Cut back now, 2 Castellans into the Assault Cannon Dread and 1 into the Melter Dread. Oh, that is a dead Assault Cannon Dreadnought.
All right, and then unfortunately, this is only 4 attacks into the other one.
Live!
Wounded twice.
I need to make both of them on 4-ups. For drama, 1 at a time. Here we go. First one passes. Oh, if he lives, it's huge. He lives!
Whoops.
He lives! So the Dreadnought is alive with a single wound left.
Tech Priest into the Custodian Guard. Well,
oh yeah.
He makes it.
Dreadnought is wounded.
To 9 wounds, and now he's angry.
Wow, that was one heck of a turn 1.
Some missed charges for Nick, but not a bad turn. 5 points on Secure No Man's Land takes him up to 5-3 as we head to tax turn 2.
That is a turn. This is what I was worried about. The Custodians are deep in my lines.
I still have a Dreadnought that can come back, and I still have 2 Dreadnoughts in reserves. Right in his grill, he's gotta take me out of it. Let's find out.
It's a new battle round, so I need to choose a new imperative.
Tack is staying in the Protector Imperative.
Then I get a command point.
You go up to 1, I go up to 2.
Castellan robots change to the Conqueror Imperative. They're gonna get 2 extra attacks. He's pulled Bring It Down and Behind Enemy Lines.
You've got perfect units to do that with. I've got 2 Dreadnoughts on the table.
I can do both of these. With any luck, Nick is gonna resurrect his Dreadnought so I can score more.
New sphere transfers this turn, Micro Actuator Bracing. That's going to make the Breachers Destroyers all +1 toughness. And of course, the Castellan robots also will gain this. 3 points on primary only for Tack takes him up to 6 to Nick's 5.
So then we go into movement.
Tiny Tack the Scatros takes the top left objective. Breachers readjusting. Dominus falls back from the Custodian Guard. Large Kataphraktoi Destroyer Squad falls back. Tack's using Guided Retreat to allow them to be able to fall back, shoot, and charge.
Interesting.
Rangers are rearranging. Secretary Vanguard moving up as well here.
Destroyers here are going to stay still. And then we go into reserves.
The Taraxi Sterilizers are in. The Taraxi Skystalkers also arrive. Looks like Behind Enemy Lines is going to be maxed out.
I am going to spend 1 command point on Rapid Ingress.
Nick choosing to Rapid Ingress his Achilles in the bottom right. It's a solid defensive position there, and he can really wreck those Castellans.
All right, so then we go into shooting.
Castellans do nothing in shooting.
So nothing happened there. All right, well, to make me feel better, Flamers into the girls.
Sterilizers have wiped the Prosecutors.
To the man. Is it worth a command point? Keeping 1 model on that is 5 points.
A command reroll.
No, it's a 1!
Oh no!
Skystalkers now. 2 are shooting the Witchseekers on Nick's home objective, and the Custodians mid-table. No kills, but they will now ride the thermals and move into Nick's deployment zone. Destroyers with grav cannons into the Dread in combat. Can Nick make 3 3-up saves? No. That's 2 Bring It Down points. Torsion Cannon Breachers into the Custodian Guard.
Ooh, not great. We're rolling hits because I'm within 6 of a battle line unit. I missed once. Anti-infantry 2. I rolled 2 1s in there for you. 5, AP 2, and 2 damage each.
Here we go. Oh, we only failed 1. So the Vexilla takes 2 damage, down to 2.
the Vanguard next. Only 2 Vanguards plus the Plasma can see the Vexilla. Everyone else that has range onto your Dreadnought is going to go into the Dreadnought, including the Arc Rifle.
Skitarii Vanguard shoot the Custodian Guard. Overcharged plasma kills the Vexilla, but the overwhelming heat of firing a miniature sun has killed the shooter. In other words, he failed his hazardous check. Radium Carbine strip a wound, and the Arc Rifle takes the Venerable Contemptor Dread down to 5 wounds left.
So that little unit of infantry managed to kill a Custodian Guard, wound another one, and take the Dreadnought down to 5 wounds?
Yes.
Well done.
Rangers split fire across the Dreadnought and the Custodian Guard. Another Custodian Guard down.
Hazardous check. I cocked a dice inside of a dice tray.
Whoa! Wait, leave it. How did you do that?
He's okay.
Contemptor to a single wound remaining.
From the infantry. From the piddly, how many points are those infantry units?
90, and only half of them shot.
Kataphraktoi destroyers now. All the flamers into the Custodian Guard, full overcharging the plasma as well, but just 1 into the Dreadnought. Oh, the Tech Priest has taken down the Contemptor.
However, it's the first time he's dead, so he might come back. He doesn't explode, and he might come back on a 2-up.
Then I've got 5 into your Guardians. 2 lethals in there. Then I am wounding on 3s. 9 saves, please.
On 4-ups. Ooh, 2 damage apiece. Killed one of them, the other one's on a 1 wound.
Nice, that's really good saving.
Got a bunch of flamers yet. 5 2-ups. If I roll a single 1, the last Custodian dies. I rolled a single 1.
Oh!
Kataphraktoi breachers wailing away on the Blade Champion, and he is pasted. The rest are going to the Allarus Terminators. Saves all but 1.
So 3 damage.
Which means you brought 1 down to 1 wound, but they're still alive.
And guess what? We're finally through the Admech shooting phase.
That was a long shooting phase.
Does the Contemptor stand back up?
Here we go. It's a 4. He's back on his feet. This is a big deal. I get D6 wounds back. 6? Full 6?
Oh no.
And then you could kill him again for more bring it down points. Currently you have 4 bring it down points.
So we're gonna go into the charge phase.
Breachers charge that newly popped back up Contemptor.
That's a 12-inch charge.
Would you like to try it?
Yeah.
Send it.
Here we go, 11-inch charge. Nope, that's a 4. That was anticlimactic.
Breachers now popping the Divine Work for his unit, giving him a 4-up and vulnerable save, just in case he fails to take him down.
I'm hitting on 3s because I count as being in both protocols at once. I get to reroll full because I'm beside the battle line unit. Drop 1. No, I need 5s. 4. AP2 at 3 damage each.
That is really good. A 4-up save. First one fails. He's already down to 3 wounds. Second one fails. He's dead. I go back to looking at clouds. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping to fight with him. Anyways.
So that is turn.
4 points for behind enemy lines and 6 on Bring It Down sees TAC's secondary score rocket to 13. It is 16-5 as we head to Nick's turn 2.
All right, TAC. It's time.
Is that your mean face?
This is my determined face. I wasn't serious before, I was joking before. I was a silly boy. Let's do this, here we go. Custodies need a big comeback here. Get a command point, starting the turn off.
I also get 1.
Then I'm gonna draw my secondaries, and I've got Assassination, as well as Marked for Death.
TAC marking the Skitarii and the Rangers, as well as the 3-man Breacher team. Nick's gonna get 8 primary here, 3 for holding his home, and 5 for one other objective. Takes him up to 13 to TAC 16.
This is really, really tough. Let's go into the moon phase. My Vigilators are gonna go, hi-ya!
Vigilators closing on those Taraxi Skystalkers. Witchseekers trying to get into flaming range. Nick looks to roast some Admech chickens. Note, these are the chicken flyers, not the chicken walkers. Custodian Guard move up to stay out of overwatch of some really nasty units.
Here comes the destroyers.
Opening up into the Allarus Custodians and Overwatch as soon as they declare a move.
Plasmas, 6s are lethal, 5s are hits. That is 4 lethals.
These Terminators might be dead.
So on 3s, right? So 2 more, so that is 6 from the plasma.
Warp and vulnerable saves. Yep. Squad wipe, just the captain left.
Oh.
Dead Allarus Terminators.
And then here comes the flamers. Only 1.
And pass it. Just straight in. Ah!
The Achillus Dreadnoughts closing on the Castellans.
That's my movement. I've got 1 last drop, and that's my Dreadnought. I've got 2 thoughts of where to put them. I put them back here and bring them in for support, and I try to charge into those Castellan robots. I put them back here, and I try to make it becomes an 8-inch charge to get you, because I get +1 to charge.
The Galatus is in deep in the top left corner of the map.
Into the shooting phase. Here we go.
Shooting phase now, Witchseekers roasting some Skystalkers, killed 2.5.
Battleshock test, and I fail.
They're scared of the flamers. Ah!
Terminator Captain into the Dominus, and down he goes. Attaboy, Levi the Unbroken. Achillus Dread shoots the Castellan robot, takes a wound off it. Custodian Guard into the Castellans now as well, and it's saved.
Spear guns are kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of cool.
You ever play Final Fantasy VIII?
I did, was not my favorite. I know you liked it a lot.
Kind of liked it, but only because it was what I grew up with. I started with Final Fantasy VII, then 8.
7 has a special place in my heart. 9 has a special place in my heart.
I didn't like 9.
Really?
I liked the techno stuff. I didn't like the old fantasy version. Anyways.
Charge phase, Vigilators into Taraxi succeeds. The Galatus fails.
Spending the command point, going down to 0. Go, guys, go, you can do it, Dreadnought! No, it's a 7! He failed, he's gonna get shot.
Tiny Tech will live. Achillus Dreadnought charges the Castellans, and he's in.
And if you kill them all, then you consolidate back on the objective.
Shield Captain now fails.
You wanted to hold that objective.
Exactly.
Custodian Guard and Alexander Great the Blade Champion are in.
That's all the charges. Let's fight. So let's start with the Dreadnought, just because I really want to kill stuff. Because he charged, he's gonna roll a dice to do mortal wounds to you on the charge. Ah, he does a flat 3 mortal wounds to you.
So that robot dies.
Dactari stands here for sustained hits.
Oh, no. 2 1s. The sustain though comes back. So on 2s to wound, no 1s. All of them. D6 plus 1 damage.
It's a 4-up all around, because I think even the Datasmith has a 4-up. So the first one, nope.
D6 plus 1 damage. I need a 6 to kill it. I got a 1. That is 2 damage.
And then, nope.
Go on, come! Oh, come on!
That's a save.
More.
And that's a save.
What was that?
Oh, no.
What was double 1s? I had the potential to kill the entire unit.
100% you did.
4 1s.
You did.
That was a roll worthy of Steve. Yes, it was. Gotta shake it off, shake it off, shake it off.
Custodian Guard using the Rendak stance. That's gonna give him lethal hits, and the champion choosing Victus for his Vault Swords. So 3 damage and devastating. 2 left.
The Guard and the Blade Champ did kill 3 Breachers, but let's be real, they should have wiped out the squad.
Yes, they should have.
They should have.
Vigilators now. Taraxi deed.
And then you fight me back.
Breachers managed to hurt the Custodian Guard. The Vexilla is on a single wound remaining. Couple of wounds to the Achilles.
Down to 7 wounds remaining.
What a turn. Nick discards Mark for Death. He's got 5 points on Assassination. Takes him up to 18 to tax 16.
You know what? I don't deserve this. That's gotta go back this way.
Again, I'm hemmed into my own zone here, but the Custodians are whittled down. Let's see if I can wipe them out turn 3. I've got choices here, Nick. I still have a lot of guns.
Yes, you do.
Tax stays in Protector Doctrine and the Punchmore Doctrine for the Castellans. He's drawn Area Denial and Extend Battle Lines, both great draws. Ooh, Kataphraktoi Breachers are battle shocked. New Spheric Transference, this time on the Rangers, Kataphraktoi Destroyers. They're gonna get Electromotive Energization, so 2 inches of extra movement. Tac gets 3 points, primary, and 5 for holding an objective, so 8 total, takes him to 24.
Then we go into the movement phase.
Castellan's falling back, Tac using his command point for fallback, shoot, and charge with guided retreat. That really has got him out of trouble already once this game. Breachers fall back, Tac loses 1 to Desperate Escape. However, I think that the Custodian Guard may be dead to shooting. Nick overwatches the closing Taraxi, and one of them dies.
I have to take a Battleshock test because I flamed you with Witchseekers.
5, 6, 7. I'm okay.
Skitarii Vanguard move to get some shots in the Achilles Dread.
Tiny Tac over there. I would love his sniper rifle to do some work.
Yeah.
So he's gonna stay still to proc heavy.
Tiny Tac, Tiny Tac.
All right, so we go into the shooting phase. And we're gonna start the party off with the sterilizers. They're gonna go into your Witchseekers.
Sterilizers now have killed the Witchseekers on Nick's home objective. That is huge.
Baron of Dice.
11.
They have 1 target, and that's the Dreadnought with their grav cannons. Anti-vehicle 2. Hey, I dropped 2 of them for you. 5 at AP1.
3-up saves. Ah, I failed 3 of them.
Field of Pains for the win. He's down to 4 wounds left.
Vanguard are gonna fire now. 4 Vanguard can see the guard. My arc rifle can see your Dreadnought. I missed this time.
My heart was clenching there, just like a little bit. Woo!
So I don't tibble you this turn. Carbines into the guard. So that is 5, no AP.
Dude! lose all of them.
Rangers chewing away. Finally, a Custodian guard drops.
It did take a long time to kill him.
Castellan's just dumping on the Custodian guard. Couple of wounds.
Manipulus and 3 destroyers are going to go into the guard, and 2 of my destroyer plasma are going to go into the dreadnought. I did not move, so 3s to 2s. 1 lethal, but 2 misses. Nothing. That was a low roll. So only 1 at AP 2, but you have cover, so AP 1.
Save it.
And then 2 hazardous checks for those 2. They're okay.
The Custodian guard now, and he's chewing them up. 1 on 2 wounds, and the Blade Champ left. 3-man breachers now into the Custodian guard's anti-infantry 2 up for the win.
So hitting on 2s.
Command reroll to save his lone Custodian guard. No, fails again.
You're really good at rolling.
I'm really good at rolling 1s.
Scatros, you're gonna fire a shot for the first time in your life into your Blade Champ.
Oh, Tiny Tack the Scatros hits, but he fails to wound.
Oh no.
I have not done anything with that model ever. We're going to the charge phase. The charge that I really want is into your Allarus.
Charge phase now, and the Castellans need to reach the midboard. They're in with a 6.
As we go into the fight phase, I'm going to declare that Allarus champions once per battle ability to reduce all incoming damage by 1.
Could save his Allarus captain here.
So my damage 3 goes to damage 2. And so unfortunately, I'm only hitting on 4s here.
Come on, Levi.
I only hit you twice, Nick. I win you twice though.
4s, save the first one, save the second one.
And 2 power fist attacks from the Cybernetica Datasmith. Hit you none. So you are gonna deny me area now. All right, you get to fight me back.
Dactari stands for sustained hits from the captain. Wow, 1 dead robot.
Second robot is down to 4 wounds left. That's it for my turn.
Terminator Captain Living has denied a full area denial. Tack's only going to score 2 on that. That is going to take him to 31, as he does score extend battle lines for 5. 31-18 as we head to next turn 3.
So we're gonna start the bottom of turn 3 and a command point going up to 1.
Next pulled containment and area denial.
Take the center, doable. I don't have enough models to do containment with it, so even though it's worth 6 points, I'm not gonna be able to score it.
The Achilles passes battle shock, but here's the kicker, 0 primary. That is huge.
Into the moon phase. These gals are gonna move.
To not get overwatched.
Nick spending a command point on Relentless Persecution. That's going to allow his Dreadnought to advance and charge.
And my Dreadnought over here will move 8 inches. My Blade Champion says I'm gonna stay still. He's gonna taunt you.
I'll overwatch in the charge phase.
That's my moon phase. Let's go into the shooting phase. We're gonna start with this Dreadnought here. He's gonna fire everything into those destroyers in the back.
They're indeed.
Love that Dreadnought so much.
Galatus flames backwards at the Scatros. Only a single wound. Go, go, Tiny Tack.
You did great. Not even enough to cause battle shock.
He has 3 wounds remaining.
That's the end of the shooting phase. Let's go into the charge phase. I got no command points left. Do it, guys, you can do it. We did 8-inch charge from the Vigilators into the Pterodactyls.
What? Did Nick call them pterodactyls? They're Terexy, Nick. Come on, man.
5, 6, 7, 8! Yes, Vigilators!
Nick is choosing to charge his Achilles Dreadnought. Tack overwatches.
Because Dreadnought only has 4 wounds remaining.
I didn't think of this. I should have charged with this Dreadnought first.
Here are the plasma. They're all supercharging. So winning on 5s.
I save one of them for Feel No Pains to make, which I save 2 of them, so he has 2 wounds remaining.
The Flamers. Only 1.
2 up save, which I pass.
So here comes the Magnet Rail. 5 or 6.
This could do it. Dude, this could do it.
That's a 6.
No. 4 up save. No.
3 damage.
3 5-ups. I need to make 2 5-ups. You can do it. Come on, guy. No, not even close. Come on.
On the very last shot from that unit.
He doesn't explode either. Oh.
5 hazardous checks.
Why bother rolling them?
That could be another one. No.
It's not going to be.
Oh, the Blade Champion has raced his Skitarii. Galatus Dread into the Breachers and the Destroyers. It reaches, but oh wow! I cannot believe the Achilles went down!
Let's fight.
Fight phase now, and the Vigilators munch some more Terexy.
Squad wipe! Vigilators! And then they'll just consolidate so you can't see them with shooting. Then we go to the Blade Champion.
False Sword in Rendax stance, getting lethal and sustained. Kills all 6? However, that still doesn't steal Tack's home objective.
Unfortunately, not enough. Well, my Dreadnought's gonna make up for it. Here we go, Dreddy. So I am gonna evenly split the attacks for 1 dice for every model in each unit. 3 attacks into the Breachers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks into the Destroyers.
Galatus Dreadnought only kills a single destroyer.
Come on.
And now only 1 breacher.
What?
Wouldn't it matter if I hadn't split fire? I still only killed 1 in each squad.
Normally, I'd chastise Nick for splitting fire here. However, I feel so bad for him and his 9 attacks, only killing 2 models, that this time, and this time only, I'm gonna say, good try, Nick. Valiant effort, bold play.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go into your Terminator.
Allarus Captain dead, 1 wound left.
That's all I need.
Because he's beefy.
With his 7 attacks, forced to 1 wound.
Command rerolling to wound with his captain's ability, and the robot lives.
I'm trying really hard here, Tack. I'm trying really hard.
Breachers into your Dreadnought. I just rolled 4-1. I hit you twice?
Oh, you can reroll them. Okay, never mind.
I don't want you.
I still have 3 Custodians on this table, and as we said at the beginning, I only need a single one to win, so let's go on.
Wow, what a round 3. Holy failed rolls and crazy saves. Nick has to discard containment and area denial. He gets a command point for that, and I think he's gonna choose a secret mission here. It looks like, yep, Nick's gonna go for command insertion. If he can get his Galatus Dreadnought onto that objective of tax, then he could potentially win this game.
All right, so
Tax turn 4, staying in Protector. He's pulled Mark for Death. It's the Blade Champion, the Vigilators, and the Galatus, as well as he's pulled Containment.
Harder for you to do, but possible.
New Sphere transference here. Micro Actuator Bracing. That's going to give the Custodians, the Rangers, and the Kataphraktoi Destroyers extra toughness. Insane Bravery on the midboard.
just to ensure that I score those points.
Skitarii Vanguard pass. The Lone Breacher fails, holding 2 objectives and his home. That's going to give him 13 primary, take him up to 44. Skitarii Vanguard fall back. Blade Champ is open. Rangers move to get shots on the Blade Champion.
So I'll just fall them back.
Falling out of combat.
Skatros moves and Nick overwatches for a single shot.
I got 1!
Just a wound, but yipes.
He's down to 2. Not even battle shockable.
He needs to be at 1 to be battle shock. Yeah.
Terminator getting shot in the midboard. Nick using his once per battle round to command reroll that, and it is saved. Rangers unload in a split fire. Big gun into the Dreadnought, little guns into the Blade Champ, and he lives.
I failed it miserably. I'm gonna do containment with the Skatros.
All of the destroyers are going into the Blade Champion. 14 4-up invulnerable saves to make. He is super plasmated. That is 5 points on Marked for Death.
That sucks.
Hazardous all passed. 4 heavy arc rifles from the Battleshock Breachers into the Dreadnought, saved.
Now we go into charges. I'm gonna try a long bomb charge.
Lone Breacher into the Terminator makes his charge,
That is a 9.
Come on, man!
leaving the character back just a hair to stay in range of the battle line unit. Fight phase now, Breacher wounds the captain, and it's saved.
That was my only shot at it.
Lone captain now into the Castellan. Rendex stands for lethal hits.
Let's go. That sucks.
Oh man, not like this.
You're also -1 hit. Wounding on 5s. I was not expecting that. So here comes the Castellan robot that's not supposed to be there. Only 1.
Save it.
Tack can't kill him.
But it doesn't matter because you're gonna have to fight first next round, and it's like I'm trying so hard. He's giving you every opportunity to be a hero, and you won't be a hero.
5 points on Mark for Death, 3 on Containment. Takes tax secondary to 28, 24 primary, 52 to 18. Nick does have 2 command points. Is it enough for him to hold on and score his secret mission?
I still have 2 Custodians left. I only need 1. So I'm gonna go to 2 command points.
He's pulled Storm Hostile and extend battle lines.
Take an objective away from you.
Levi the Unbroken fails his battle shock.
Yeah, because now you can't extend with them.
Only 3 primary for Nick. He's up to 21. The Warlord Galatus moves, Tack overwatches, and takes him down to 6 wounds left.
Good talk. I just tickled you to make you angrier.
Then we're going to the shooting phase. He's gonna fire his flamer at Tack again. D6 shots. Don't be a frickin' 1.
Nick command rerolls his 1 flamer's hit. It's a 3. He's got him.
Tack is out of here.
Charge phase now. Tank shocking the destroyers. Only 2 mortal wounds. Fight phase now. Daktari stance. Sustain hits. 5 AP, 2 wounds. The destroyers are down.
Yay!
Nick has successfully stormed hostile on Tack's home objective.
We go into ongoing combat.
Can he finally take down Levi the Unbroken? He has. That took forever.
And go on to the last turn of the game. Turn 5.
4 points on Storm Hostile, extending battle lines, discarded for a command point. It's 52-25. Remember, 20 points if Nick can pull off the secret mission here, makes this game a 7-point difference.
Tack has to kill my Dreadnought. If he lives, I can score a big 20 points for my secret mission. He's got a 4+ invulnerable save. He's got a 2+ normal save. He has 6 wounds remaining. I believe. If you believe, in the chat, type it right now. I believe. I want to see it in the chat. I believe. I believe.
Last turn of the game.
Command phase now, and the Conqueror imperative for more shots. New spheric transference, +2 move on the Vanguard, the Breachers, and the Castellans. He's pulled Storm Hostile objective and engage on all fronts.
I can take my home back.
Castellans have failed Battle Shock. No primary for Tack this turn. That is huge.
The one that I shouldn't have failed, I failed.
It stays 52-25.
That's an interesting swing.
Yeah. In order to prevent Nick from winning this game, everything into that lone Dreadnought. So in the movement phase,
Skitari move to storm that objective.
Now taking the objective away from me.
because there's no point holding objectives anymore.
Castellan moves up as well. Breachers moving. Rangers fall back and get Overwatch for the trouble.
I will get 1 shot, which does wound at -1. What's with the ones?
You kill a guy.
Tack spends a command point on guided retreat. They will still be able to shoot.
So you have 6 moves remaining.
They're just surrounding it. I love it.
Do you think you'll survive this?
I'm going to say yes.
Shooting phase now, and the Breachers, nothing. Second Breacher squad, nothing. Oh no, this is not going well.
Wow, that's big.
But at this point, taking out 6 wounds is going to be tough.
Transonic Cannon, Torrent, 2 dead wounds. He's on 4 left.
Here we go with the Magna Rail.
Last command point, saves his Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Nice.
Still 4 wounds left.
Castellan's now trying to take him down. 1 wound on the Galatus Dread.
Rangers gotta do it.
Can the Rangers take him down?
Let's see if we can do it. So we're going to start with the Arc Rifle because this could do this right here and now. That is a hit on a 4+.
No!
Oh, wow.
Oh, a single mortal wound kills him. Well done, Jack. Well done. Good game, man.
Well, that is it, folks. 66-38 is your final in favor of Tack and his Admech. It might be a 28-point win. However, had Nick made a key charge or two, this could have been very different. Take nothing away from Tack. He held the line in the Omnissiah's name and executed his game plan with murderous efficiency.
Just wasn't enough. Why didn't you type I believe?
That's probably the lowest amount of points I've scored in a win. It shows what Haloscreed can do in terms of his killing power.
And finally, a victory on this channel for the Admech.
Thank you, Nick, for an incredible game. You never gave up despite what was happening. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And until we see you next time, play on.
Thanks again to this episode's sponsor, Baron of Dice. Remember to check out the link in the description below or go to baronofdice.com and use code PLAYON to save yourself a couple of bucks. And of course, a great big thank you to all of you for watching. If you like what we do, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you really like what we do, consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it from all of us here at the Play On Studios. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, until the next time we see you in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on!